Welcome to Keeping It Real with KC. I am your host, KC Phoenix. It is the weekend. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. And it is Sunday. So usually with Keeping It Real with KC, it is a weekend show. I do my daily thought as a supplement to the Keeping It Real with KC show during the week. But on the weekend, I usually record my episodes on Saturday and upload them then for Keeping It Real with KC. But I switched it around because my other channel, which is a political channel, due to all of the stuff that's going on in politics, and especially the one big thing that happened just recently, I had to record the episodes for my political channel yesterday on Saturday on the 19th and get those uploaded and do the Keeping It Real with KC episodes today. The Keeping It Real with KC episodes will not be that long. I'm covering entertainment stuff today. For this episode, I'm covering Cardi B. Those who already know, who follow the show, who listen and or watch, listen to the podcast and or watch the show on YouTube or Daily Motion, you already know that I don't get into this whole gossipy type thing. It's just, not really my thing. However, from time to time, I will cover stuff and talk about it. Now, I pulled the most recent article that I found off of Billboard with Cardi B, which, by the way, I like Cardi B. I've listened to her music. I don't think she gets enough credit as an artist, because she has some hot songs. Like, her songs are hot. And to my understanding, she's coming out with a new album. Some people are saying that's why she got divorced, but she said, no, that's not the case. Who knows what the truth is? Honestly, I don't care. As for going into this, before I do that, housekeeping. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. If you are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.com/KIRWKC, you can type in KIRWKC on Instagram or Twitter. And you can connect via social media. If you're watching this on YouTube or Daily Motion, don't forget to click the subscribe button followed by the notification bell if you're on YouTube. And that will let you know when I upload new episodes, whether it be the regular Keeping It Real with KC episodes on the weekend or the supplement, My Daily Thought, during the week. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? There's nothing else really on my mind. Let me go ahead and get into this. I'll read the article. And for those who have not heard me read articles before, I usually go back and forth between what the article is saying and then what my thoughts are. So just a heads up. And speaking of reading articles, next weekend will be a wacky news weekend. So be ready for that. I'm going to find some wacky news to talk about, just like I did last time. I think I talked about chocolate snow, the sock thief, and there was something else I had talked about. I forgot what it was. But yeah, chocolate snow, the sock thief, and another thing. Check out those episodes. They are definitely around if you haven't listened to them or watched them. But let me go ahead and get into this Cardi B. Cardi B is filing for divorce from Offset. So, she opened up, and this is what the article says. Cardi B is squashing the rumors about her divorce from Offset. The WAP rapper hopped on Instagram Live Friday, September 18th, to thank her fans for all the love and prayers they've been sending her. However, I don't really need it. I'm okay. She added, I wanted to let y'all know I have not shed not one tear. I had to read that slowly for a second. Now, this actually, believe it or not, on my daily thought that I did Friday, you don't want me until someone else does or until I'm gone, where I was talking about I fell out of love with the person. I still love the person, but I fell out of love with the person that I was talking about during that episode. When you fall out of love with someone and you still love them, things just don't affect you as much as they once may have. Where you would be really sad if you didn't get the phone call, or if you didn't get the text, or if you don't get to see them, or this or that. But when you fall out of love with someone, it's a totally different ballgame then, because you've already recovered and you're ready to move on to something new. Or in something new doesn't have to necessarily mean a new person. Something new can just mean moving on to being in your radiance by yourself. So that is what I think she is at. Now I'm going to get back to this article. She said, every single time that this guy has been so crazy, so effed up, and it hits the media, I'm always crying, always sad, because I don't know what type of S. Cardi continued, this time I wasn't crying. You want to know why? The reason for my divorce is not because of none of this S that ever happened before. It's not because of cheating. I'm seeing people like, oh, he has a baby on the way. That's a whole effing complete lie. That's the second time people are trying to pin babies over here. No, that's BS. And then she says, I got tired of effing arguing, she admitted. I got tired of not seeing things eye to eye. When you feel like it's just not the same anymore, before you actually get cheated on, I'd rather just leave. Now, with the whole cheating on thing, not seeing things eye to eye, there is a song by Regina Belle. Well, it's not her song, it's a remake, but I like her version. It's called I've Had Enough. You should check that out sometime. And that's what that talks about, is where it and also what I talked about on Friday. This is so crazy. That going over and over and over and over, rinse and repeat in this circle, in the circle again, where it's like, all right, we argue, we break up, 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 we argue, we break up. It's like, damn, how long can we do this for? Where you're not meant to be unhappy in perpetuity. You're just, it's not. That's not balance. Balance is you have good times where you're up, you have bad times where you're down, you have times where you're in the middle. It's not balanced to constantly be down all the time in negativity, arguing, dealing with internal drama and conflict. It's not meant to be. And I respect her, though, for at least attempting to make it work. Because some people, they'll get married, they'll have a big argument within 3 months and be like, oh no, I can't do it. I'm like, wait, what? She attempted to make it work because they've been together, if I'm not mistaken, for 3 years, which I'm sure is in there. And I'll continue reading the article in a second. But she attempted to make it work. So I don't know what the full details are. When it comes to the cheating, that's a whole nother ball game. Now, in another article that I briefly read, sources, and I hate that stuff. I can't stand anonymous sources. Sources. Who are the sources? I don't like when people hide behind anonymity. I don't like that. Either, just like one thing I loved, and I mentioned this before when Whitney Houston was doing her interview with Wendy Williams, and she was being shady as hell. Whitney was, when she said it. But I understand where Whitney was coming from when she said, people should know what you look like. This is back a long time ago when Wendy was on the radio, and people, obviously if someone's on the radio, you can't see their face. And Whitney was like, people should know what you look like, which in more words or less, if you're going to say something, then you need to put a face behind it. If you're on the internet and you're bumping your gums or doing whatever, put your real picture up. Do that. If people are gonna see you, like, make sure that you can be seen so the face can go with the words. Stand behind what you say. And that's a whole nother thing with the whole sources stuff. But sources, and I say that loosely, were saying that the cheating was the larger issue with what was happening with Cardi B and Offset. Do we know that for sure? No. The only people who know for sure are Cardi B and Offset. They're the only two people, and if there was cheating, then obviously the side person. But they're the only people who really know. No one really knows but them. So on that sources part. But I just had to put that in there, that was one of the things that was thrown out there, which is more than likely why she went on Instagram and started saying what she was saying. But I'll get back to the article. All right. Cardi also clarified she did not file for divorce as a publicity stunt for her upcoming album. Nothing crazy out of this world happened. Sometimes people really do grow apart. In other words, she fell out of love. She shared, I've been with this man for 4 years. I have a kid with this man. I have a household with this man. Sometimes you're just tired of the arguments and the buildup. You get tired sometimes. And before something happens, you leave. Okay. Cardi B finally explains divorce from Offset. This was just a clip of this. So let me see what we got here.
I don't need stunts, and I don't need any stunts that comes to family to sell anything. So don't ever pay yourself. I don't understand why people want the reason for the divorce to be something so bad. It's not nothing crazy out of this world happens. Sometimes people really do fucking grow apart. I've been with this man for 4 years. I have a kid with this man. I have a household with this man. Sometimes you just tired of the arguments, of the buildups. You get tired sometimes. And before something bad happens, before you get left, before you get cheated on, sometimes you just want to leave. What is so bad about that? Why y'all want it to be a baby? Why y'all want it to be, oh, he cheated again? Why? Like, it's like you're not in a relationship. You don't know how relationships go. Y'all want me to get cheated on 15 times before I leave? You want this nigga to have a kid before I leave? It doesn't, no. Sometimes you want to stop it before it gets to that. So stop bringing up these fake rumors. There has been a lot of people with fake text messages, with fake bullshit. I'm sure, like, we all know that said is really sloppy when it comes to fucking around. I'm sure it would have been something out now. No, just leave it. I just want to be a freak.
So that was the clip, if you were able to hear it. I was holding my laptop close to the phone while that was playing. So yeah, that was the clip on that part. And she had filed for divorce on Tuesday, September the 15th. Obviously, I had told you they've been together for 3 years. And this was in the Fulton County Magistrate in Georgia. The court documents obtained by Billboard indicate that Cardi is asking the court to award her primarily legal and physical custody of their child. The hearing is scheduled to take place on November 4th at 10 a.m. So that is what is happening with Cardi B. Honestly, more than likely, she's a mother. Courts, more times than not, always favor the mother. That's just how it is. I don't know if the courts would hold against her style of music. I mean, it's not like she's singing, pop or something. Especially with her latest number one single. So hopefully they won't hold that against her and think poorly of her because of the type of music she records, which she shouldn't be judged for that. Because based off of what I've noticed about her, she seems to be a really good mother. And not that I know her personally, not that I'm involved in her life or anything like that, but from the outside looking in, she seems like she's a good mother. So yeah, we are wishing Cardi B the best, and that is all I have for this episode. I have 2 more episodes, and we seem to be on this rap thing today because my next episode is going to be about the Queen Mother of all, Lil' Kim. So I will get started on that one. And for those who have been supporting, I appreciate it more than you ever know. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. KIRWKC on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.com/KIRWKC, the like button, and then you'll follow. And YouTube, Daily Motion, subscribe button. You'll know when I upload new episodes. Thank you again for your support. Until next time, be blessed.